What up, what up, what up, what up, what up to the creed, man? Hey, finna put something on you so cold, man. You already know what it is, man, coming back. They wanted to ask me what the origin of these people is, you feel me? Because supposedly some dude named Von Tuka said these people don't got a soul, whatever. So I had talked on that a little bit or whatever. And now somebody want to know where do they come from then. They saying if what he's saying ain't all accurate, then where do they come from or whatever the case is, you feel me? So I'm gonna get into that right now. But y'all know, fam. Y'all know I'm finna come from a biblical standpoint. You feel me? I'm finna come back. Nah, this ain't about Yakub and all that shit, and about these people being created in a lab somewhere. This ain't none of that. You feel me? This ain't none of that. But man, shout out, man. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out. No, this is not about Yakub. None of that. It's not about Jacob creating these people in a lab somewhere, but this is about Jacob. This is about Jacob. This is about Jacob, but this ain't about that story that you coming from with it. You feel me? Rolled up that gas. What up, OCW? Yeah, that story is just some whole out this world stuff. You feel me? People be crazy. What up, Kiki? Grind paying off thanks to you. What grind? What you doing? How? Damn, I need to come back. How's that thanks to me? You know, because I like taking credit and all, but shit, I can't take credit where credit ain't due. What up, Mike? I've been good, man. I'm gonna give it just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go in. You feel me? I'm gonna let some more people get up in here real quick, and I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna try to do this as quickly and as efficiently as possible. You feel me? Nah, it was never Thing. I never had Thing in my name. It's always been Thing. Always, 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 always. Hey, where Dora at? I got some Forex questions. Shit, I'm surprised you don't got what's it called? I'm surprised you don't got Dora Instagram or whatever. You just hit her up on Instagram, she'll help you out. I'm surprised she ain't hear you feel me. Fo would not do that. They ain't nobody ready to debate, bro. Ain't nobody ready to debate, bro. Yeah, see, Pharaoh not gonna accept it. He only gonna fuck with motherfuckers he know he can run over. You feel me? Like real shit. You feel me? But as for Vontu Cut, I don't think he want none either. For real. I mean, shit. Of course, we gonna keep it all in order. It ain't gonna be like we yelling at each other. We gonna do some shit in order. You feel me? And he can talk, and then when he done talking, I'm gonna make my point, and I'm gonna talk, and then when I'm done talking, and when I'm done making my point, then he could talk. You feel me? Like that's how a real debate's supposed to go down. You're not supposed to be sitting and trying to yell over each other. But like it ain't supposed to sound like no argument. You feel me? It's just supposed to be motherfuckers making their points. You feel me? And like, okay, if you said this, then how is this and this and this? So then you might question the motherfucker, but it's orderly. You feel me? Ain't no talking over each other. None of that shit. You feel me? You and New Breed should collab. Low key, we should though, but I don't even know how to get a hold of bro. So if y'all go comment on fam shit, tell him come fuck with me, cause I think out of everybody, he like one of the few people that can give me a decent understanding on gang stalking. You feel me? Without all that extra crazy shit being thrown in the mix. You feel me? I think he can actually break it down and sound like a logical person, like real shit though. So. Yeah, New Breed, I could fuck with him because he sound like he got some sense, and on top of that, he on the same stuff I'm on. You know, we Israelites, you feel me? And that's how we coming. We the real Jews. That's how we coming. Hebrew Israelites, the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, Jews, whatever you want to call us. That's what we is. But nah, fo, I don't think fo want none though, fo. I mean, he could pull up on fo none. On God, I promise you he will. He's been doing interviews and shit with randoms. Well, then shit, y'all get at Vontu Cut and tell him to get at me. However we can get in contact. I don't even know how to get in contact with dude. But let him know I'm open for all that, like real shit, because this what the community need. We need to be able to actually see, because he gonna have a whole bunch of shit to say or questions about what I'm coming with that probably a lot of people out there have been wanting them same questions answered. See, this will get questions answered that ain't usually asked, you feel me? When you got two people with opposing beliefs and stuff, you know, going at it, you feel me? So I don't know about all that, blood, but I know what you mean, though. And see, I ain't never watched New Breed like that. I only seen him because him and Dude was getting into it. I never seen fam like that though. I never watched his stuff. Exactly, and that's what I'll be doing. So that's why I said I could rock with Dude. You feel me? Off that one video I watched him, he seemed like a solid dude, like real shit. This dude just said if I had a girl, I wouldn't be mean as hell. Fuck your ass, be. Hey, we got somebody in here who understand, because I was gonna make that point too on phone now. That there ain't no such thing as a white person or a black person. Nobody. I ain't never seen nobody this color. The color of this shit right here. I ain't never seen nobody this color on the face of the earth. You feel me? I never seen nobody this color on the face of the earth. And likewise, I never seen nobody this color on the face of the earth. You feel me? I never seen somebody that's actually white, and I never seen somebody that's actually black. We all different shades of brown. Besides the so-called you know who people that this video is about, they're red. You said pale skin, but pale ain't a color. You feel me? Pale, you can't call pale a color. You're red. You're red. All right, so let me go ahead and break this down for y'all. You feel me? From a biblical standpoint, you feel me? Because y'all know, fam, the Bible is a history book. You feel me? Is religion has turned it into something else, but it's actually just really a history book, like on some real shit, bro. And that's why, unlike any other book, the Bible break down so many things. It'll go through the whole generation. You feel me? It'll be like, this person beget this person, and this person beget this person, and this person beget this person. It go through the whole genealogy for you. You feel me? Like real shit. It go through the whole generation of people and show you who came out of who came out of who. Like it go into the real history about shit, and it's going into real nations that was around at that time. And although those nations may go by different names in the modern day time, all those nations that were in the Bible are still here presently today. People didn't just go extinct and then a whole new people came onto this earth. No, the same people. We are the children of those same people that was in the Bible, all those different nations, specifically us, the Israelites. We the children of the Israelites, but all these other nations, they the children of those other nations that was in the Bible too. It's just they not going by the name that they was going by back in those times. They going by different names now. They going by Germans now, and they going by Turkish now, and they going by Indonesian. They going by all this different stuff. They're not going by what we was anciently calling them back in those times. You feel me? And all that Anunnaki shit, that's some bullshit, bro. That's that Assyrian bullshit. That came from the Assyrians and Babylonians, because they was worshiping the ancient Sumerian shit. You feel me? They was worshiping that shit. You feel me? All that shit's bullshit. So if you believe in that, you believe in the Sumerian gods. You feel me? And they believed in multiple gods, just like the Egyptians did. You feel me? Like real shit. But anyways, let's get into it. You feel me? Enough people in here. Hit that like button one time for the one time if you ain't hit that like button. You feel me? Hit that like button. All right, so we're going to start right here. We're going to start right here in Genesis 25. So here, like I just said, the Bible is a history book. So it breaks stuff down from this person to this person to that person. You feel me? So it say Abraham took a wife and her name was Keturah. Then it's saying she bare him, blah, blah, blah. And he begat, blah, blah, blah. Like it start going through all the sons. But then here we go into Isaac. And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac. Isaac was his son. And the Most High of the Bible always calls himself what? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? He don't say I'm the God of I'm the God of the Moabites, or I'm the God of the Ammonites, or I'm the God of the Egyptians, or I'm the God of the Ethiopians, or I'm the God of the Chinese. He say, I'm the God of Israel, or I'm the God of Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob is Israel. Jacob's name was changed to Israel for those of you that don't know, you feel me? So when they say the house of Jacob, they talking about Israelites, you feel me? Anytime they say the house of Jacob or Jacob, they're talking about Israel. That's a synonymous name for Israel, you feel me? So let's keep on going. They say that Abraham gave up the ghost and died in good old age. Okay, so Abraham dead, and now it's Isaac. And now Isaac getting ready to have kids, you feel me? So it's going into the sons of Ishmael. That was Isaac's brother. Ishmael was Isaac's brother. That's the father of the so-called Arabs, you feel me? And even the Arabs know that that's their, like, they still know to this day, like, that's their forefather. The Arabs claim Ishmael. They still hung on to their history after all this time. Even Arabs that tell you straight up their forefather is Ishmael. They know that, you feel me? Okay, Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife. Here we go, right here. He took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of blah, 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 blah. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So he went to the Lord and was basically asking, like, God, why can't my wife have babies? You feel me? He said she was barren. So they were struggling to have kids. They couldn't have, she wasn't producing fruit. So he like, what's up with my wife? Why can't she give me a kid? You feel me? And it said, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So that means the Lord heard him, and the Lord ended up giving his wife children. You feel me? And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So while she was pregnant, she was having complications. The babies was fight that she had twins, and they was fighting within her. So she like, what's going on? Like, Lord, why is my babies fighting? Why am I having these complications while I'm pregnant? You feel me? So again, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. Now here goes the knowledge right here. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. Two nations, that's two different races. Two different races, two different nationalities, two nations. And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Two manner of people, that means they're different. The way the way their mannerisms and the way they handle themselves and conduct themselves will be totally different. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. All right, now that's the key point right there too, because you know everything that's in the word of God must come to pass. It says the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, and it say, and when her days to be fulfilled, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in the womb. So like I said, there were twins. She didn't know why she was having all these struggles and shit. Why like she was having all these complications. She didn't know it was, she actually had twins and they was fighting in her. And that's why she was having them complications. Now look, and it say, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. The first came out red like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. Let me go ahead and highlight. Move that shit out the way. Let me go ahead and highlight that for y'all right there. You see that? The first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. So tell me, what nation of people on this earth is red and hairy all over? What nation of people on this earth is red and hairy all over? Just think about it. I'm gonna let y'all tell me and get back to me real quick. What people, because ain't no such thing as and nobody on the face of this earth is actually this color, white. You feel me? Nobody on the face of this earth is this color, and nobody on the face of this earth is this color, black. We all different shades of brown, and red, you know, kind of being on the far end of the brown, kind of like a derivative. You feel me? Like real shit. You feel me? But also red, because these so-called people lacking melanin and pigmentation in their skin, their blood shows forth through their skin. You feel me? Real shit. So check it out. We finna check it out real quick. Just in case couldn't nobody in here, they don't know what type of people are red skinned and hairy all over, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down. Cause see, a lot of people think the Bible is fake, you feel me? A lot of people think the Bible is the white man's book or whatever the case. That's what a lot of people like to say. Or a lot of people like to think, oh, that the white man created that book to control us, this and that, this and that, this and that. And that's not the case. The Bible is a real history book. It's our history written by us, to us, for us, bro. The Bible was written by Israelites, to Israelites, for Israelites. You feel me? Real shit. And good thing that we documented all this stuff, because that's the only reason why we have any hope in this day and age. Now y'all can't tell me what people is red and hairy. Are you serious? Y'all can't tell me what people is red and hairy. All right, then I'm gonna keep on, you know, giving y'all a little hand. I'm gonna keep on, you know, trying to give you a little help here so you can figure it out. Y'all ain't figure it out yet. Y'all ain't figure it out yet. Have y'all figured it out yet? Did they figure it out yet? No. Okay, we'll keep going. You know. We'll keep going. Okay, we'll keep going. If they ain't figure it out yet, we'll keep going. You feel me? See, a lot of people think the Bible is just BS. You feel me? But how could it be BS when he said his chosen people was going to go into slavery by ships if they disobey him? And that's exactly what happened. The real true Israelites went into slavery by ships. Who else went into slavery by boats? Who else could fulfill that prophecy? The so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans fulfilled that prophecy. You feel me? When we were being conquered. You feel me? Because a lot of people think only so-called black people was put into slavery by ships, and that's not true. The Spaniards was coming over here and taking a lot of indigenous people over here back across seas to be slaves as well by ships. You feel me? Real shit. And that's the history that's really that goes untold for the most part, but it's still fact. Like real shit. If you dig deep enough, you're gonna find this. You feel me? I mean, shit, Pocahontas was about that shit, bro. The real story of Pocahontas, that's what the fuck happened. Like real shit, bro. Like, you feel me? So all right, man, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. You feel me? Who's red? Y'all still can't tell me who's red. And hit that like button one time for the one time. You feel me? Hit that like button one time for the one time. Astrology, my ass. Astrology is bullshit. Don't hop in here talking about the astrology shit. How could you ever compare that shit? How could you ever compare that shit? You sound crazy. A dude that just tried to tell me that the Bible is about astrology when the Bible speaks against astrology and divinators of the heavens. It talks about that, you feel me? Divination of the heavens, that's astrology. The Bible is against that, bro. So don't come on here with your blasphemy, bro. You feel me? You can't just hop on here. You can't just hop on here with that blasphemy, bro. You feel me? This dude just said he came here to help me. How can you help me and you believe in astrology? Because anybody who's deep enough in the spiritual journey knows by now that God is within you, bro. And you create your own destiny and your own reality. So how is somebody that believes that the alignment of the stars, the moon, and the sun determines their reality? How is somebody like that can come tell me that they here to help me, bro? Real shit. Now you again taking me backwards in life to where I'm believing that it's the external things that's deciding my fate and reality. You feel me? And that's what's deciding how I feel, and that's what's deciding my mood and my mentality and all this shit that's happening to me is external shit. You will forever be powerless believing in such things like that. You feel me? You will forever be disempowered and in a low state believing in things like that until you go within and find that true power within you and know that true power within you is what decides what goes on. Then you forever gonna be lost. Like real shit. The man just tried to come tell me, bro. And on top of that, fam, a dude that don't believe in God can't come tell me nothing. You know the these people that we talking about right now, the origin of these people are the originators of not believing in God. These are the originators of being atheists. These people, like real stuff. And they spread and they virus onto other people. And now you can come across some of our own people that don't even believe in God, because we've been around these people for too long. You feel me? Like real shit. Like they're the Luciferians, they're the Satanists. They real life made a religion of Luciferianism and Satanism. You feel me? Like real shit. Like they made a religion out of it. They purposely worship Lucifer and Satan. Like, and these people trying to come tell me, you feel me? These people trying to come tell me, you know, I see where Vaughn was coming. I see where Vaughn was going with that, because y'all do act like y'all don't got a fucking soul, my nigga. Like real shit. It's just like y'all just empty vessels out here meant to wreak destruction and havoc all over the fucking planet. You feel me? And confusion all over the fucking planet. Like it's like that's y'all only fucking purpose. You feel me? Like so I could see where he was going when he's saying you motherfuckers don't got souls, bro. Like real shit, fam. But anyways, back to what I was back to the story though, blood. Let me get back to the story though. Yeah, young Pharaoh say all that crazy shit, but I'm back breaking it down. You feel me? Because I'm finna show you where we came from. Because young Pharaoh try to say we're reptilians, and they're like hairy animals or mammals or something like that. When we're mammals too, technically, but that's why he try to say, oh no, only they're mammals because they're animals, and we're reptilians. Like we're not no fucking reptilians, bro. We damn sure ain't cold blooded, none of that shit. You feel me? But anyways, I'm back at it, you feel me? And after that, his brother came out. So okay, the first one came out was red and hairy. And why was this such a big deal in the Bible? You feel me? Because this is the only baby that was ever physically described after they were born. And hit that like button one time for the one time. Let's get some more people in here. This is the first baby the first and only baby. Never again in the Bible was a child described after they were born. So why was it such a big deal to where they had to describe this child when he was born? Because he looked different. Why else would you make it why else would you make it a thing? Obviously, everybody else looked the same up until this point. Everybody else has similar features up until this point. It said the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Never, ever again in the Bible does this happen where they describe a child after his birth. This one looked different. So that's why they made it such a thing to even put it in here. You feel me? And they said, and after that, his brother came out and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she buried him. So 60 years old. You feel me? But look, Jacob, remember I said Israel is Jacob. Look. Go back up here. It says the elder shall serve the younger. The elder shall serve the younger. And it say the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. They call his name Esau. So Esau is the elder. So if Jacob is the Israelites and the children of Israel, which is for the most part the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but we're spread all across the world. So we can be in any country. We could be anywhere. You feel me? We're all over. You feel me? As Israelites all over, we come in all colors, all shapes, all sizes, all different type of physical features. You feel me? Real shit. But it said the elder shall serve the younger. When has they served us? When have they been under us? So this is foretelling a future prophecy. And you know why? Check it out. I got you real quick. Now we got going to the Apocrypha. To go into the Apocrypha is the 15 books that the Catholic Church took out the Bible back in the 1800s. They took it out the Bible. You feel me? Because why? It had too strong truth in there for them to handle. And they like, we can't have this in there. You feel me? It's talking about basically the Spanish settlers and all them, and the conquistadors basically finding the new world where the 10 tribes was lost at, not the whole 12 tribes, but the 10 tribes that were carried over the waters for disobeying the Lord. And that was all the indigenous people that was over here. So that's why when Columbus and them stumbled across these lands, Columbus and them were already familiar with the Bible. You feel me? They knew they had came across the lost tribes of Israel. When they landed over here, they already knew, like real shit, because they was like, damn, this is the new world. This is the new, never ever has man dwell over here. And these are the tribes that have been lost for all these centuries, like real shit. You feel me? So even he already knew that shit, boy. So damn, where was I getting at with this though? Then where the fuck was I going with this? Oh yeah. So that's why they took the Apocrypha out, because the Apocrypha got too much shit in it. The Apocrypha is the part that says that the God only cares about the Israelites, and all the other nations are like spit to him, a drop of a bucket. Like he goes hard. You feel me? He goes really, really hard. But guess what else is in the Apocrypha? I'm finna show you right now. Finna show you right now, and this is part of the reason why the Catholic Church altered the Bible and took these parts out of the Bible. So when people say, "Oh, the Bible's been altered," this and that, this, yeah, it was. The Catholic Church took out shit and they've been hiding it. But all them extra books y'all talking about really weren't part of the scripture and weren't part of the original 1611 King James. You feel me? Y'all be coming out with some others like the Book of Enoch and all these other books. Damn, what's it called? Jubilee. Book of Jubilee and all that. That was not in the original 1611 King James Bible, bro. All that shit wasn't. That wasn't in the Bibles. That was some other shit that somebody tried to say was part of the Bible and it wasn't. You feel me? Just because it was written like the Bible and had stuff from the Bible in it, people start trying to run with that shit and saying that, it was part of the original Bible and it wasn't though. But here it go right here. Second Ezra. This is in the Apocrypha. Second Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So guess what? Most people right now got the feeling, and they know in their heart or in the back of their head that we are nearing the last days. Like, if you can't see it now, you just a blind motherfucker. Like you was built for the Matrix, like real type shit. You feel me? But even most sheep out here in the Matrix, they know deep in the back of their mind and in the deepest part of their heart that we're in the last days. We're getting near them days. You feel me? Like real shit. You feel me? And guess who's running the world right now at the last days? Guess who's running the world right now at the last days? It say for Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. You feel me? Because why? Ever since these people have gotten power, fam, ever since these people have gotten power, look at all the destruction that's taking place across the world. These people are so, how they say gun control. No, the only people that we need to take guns from is them motherfuckers, bro. They is the problem. And now everybody is trigger crazy and we all got that shit from their ass. You feel me? They taught us that shit. They were the original gangsters, nigga. Al Capone, Bonnie and Clyde, all them motherfuckers. They was the original gangsters, nigga. They started gangster culture. We just mimicked that shit. That's all we did. We just got, why the first gang started? Do you want to know why the first gang started? Because we was trying to protect ourselves from they gangs. You feel me? They had it was Irish gangs, Italian gangs, and Polish gangs, German gang. It was all type of shit. You feel me? We had to do that shit to protect our shit. You feel me? Because the regular so-called white people here was racist against them too. Like, you fucking immigrants, you dirty motherfuckers, this and that, because they was in the ghettos right next to us type shit. You feel me? And then they were racist towards it too. So even the motherfuckers in the ghetto with us was racist toward us. You feel me? So we just had it from all ends. So we had no choice but to start forming gangs because they was burning down our shops. They was looting our shops. They was doing all type of shit. So we had to form gangs to protect our communities. That was the original motherfucking whole point of gangs. You feel me? Was to protect our motherfucking communities. You feel me? And then guess what? After the whole white flight, and they taught us this in school. They taught us this in American history. If you paid attention to school, they taught us about the white flight, where they start creating suburbia in the suburbs. You feel me? Levittown. You feel me? Levittown, New York. You feel me? First motherfuckers to really kick it off. You feel me? So they started suburbia, and all them start taking off to the suburbs and shit with all these houses that look just alike. They had the white picket fences, the nice clean cut yards and shit. Refrigerators start coming out, microwaves, and it was just a good time. That's the good old days they always talk about. If we could just bring back the good old days where they could just treat us like shit and then still live their good ass life. You feel me? Like everything was just on the up and up. You feel me? Like so they ass is Bro, don't nobody care if you know about common law and all this and that, you feel me? Like, cause right now we talking about the Bible, fam. I talk about law when I talk about law, but right now I'm talking about the Bible, fam. And I know you so-called you people don't believe in the Bible. Y'all just like to take it and paint y'all face on it and say it's y'all and give everybody blonde hair and blue eyes and shit and say, oh, these are the prophets, these are the children of Israel, these are the holy people of the Lord. Y'all like to do shit like that, but besides that, y'all ain't rocking. Y'all don't really believe in this shit, you feel me? But anyways, like I'm saying, fam, what was I saying, fam? See, when the devils come in here, that's when confusion come, you feel me? You feel me? When the word going out, you feel me? When you out here trying to motherfucking like get the truth out, the devil always gonna come around. You feel me? The devil always gonna try to come around with confusion and shit like that, you feel me? But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, they took all the jobs and all the good shit to the suburbs and left us in the hoods. That's when we was the ones left in the ghettos. But even the Irish and the Italian and the Polish and all them other so-called white people that was being looked down on, even they got about the ghetto too, you feel me? Because they still look like their counterparts, you feel me? And they started having kids that was having kids and they no longer had their accents and shit like that. So you couldn't really tell they was immigrant. It started to come a time where you couldn't tell the difference between the immigrants and the motherfuckers that was over here, because now they start having the same accents as the people that was already living over here, because they start having kids and shit that was having kids and shit, and they wasn't speaking they native languages no more. They was speaking English and all that shit, you feel me? So now they got to fit in. So now they was getting houses and shit like that. They was denying us for any type of house. Even if we was lucky enough to have enough money to go own a house, they was denying us for house loans, mortgage loans, all that shit. They was keeping us all trapped, you feel me? Like real shit. They didn't want us to own property and none of that shit, bro. And look this up, fam, because you know we got the devil up in here, you and shit, you feel me, trying to confuse people and shit. But the suburbs and the motherfucking subdivisions and all the motherfucking housing units, they was making it rules, a law. You cannot move no black people into these houses. Like real shit, no niggers, no spics. Like that's how they was coming. Like real shit, bro. They cannot live in these housing and in these motherfucking neighborhoods. Like they wasn't going, like real shit, bro. And this is all fucking truth, you feel me? So then they left us in the motherfucking ghetto, and then all our gangs start turning on each other. Now we all fighting for, now instead of trying to protect ourselves from the outside, now we all fighting for limited resources in the inside, bro. So now we all turning on each other and shit like that. So that's how the gang culture all came about. But just know we got it from these motherfuckers. All this bad shit that we be doing, we got from these motherfuckers, bro. Real shit. The murder culture, all that, that's their culture. They went and conquered the whole world by murder, rape, robbery, and murder, bro. And this is history, my nigga. They cannot fucking deny it everywhere. Nigga, why they even went to the Philippines, all that shit. They conquered every fucking body. They colonized Africa. My nigga, like a lot of motherfuckers think Africa is Africa. No, nigga, Africa's named after a so-called white man, bro. Like they colonized Africa, bro. This is the real motherfucking truth, bro. Africa's not named after no so-called black man or whatever the case is, bro. So they went about colonizing the world, you feel me? And they teach you about this in history too, called the conquistadors, you feel me? And what's so funny is a lot of these motherfuckers was criminal as hell, bro, just doing the worst shit. And then they taking over lands, and then their kids are staying in them lands, and then you fucking grow up, and then they're telling you that you're here illegally when they fucking killed your great grandparents off to even be here in the first place, and now they telling you don't belong here, telling you go back to here. What the fuck, my nigga? Like, folks, these people are the fucking devil, and all of that shit that's wrong with our culture we got from them niggas. Tell me where the black owned record labels at, you feel me? Show me the black owned big industry record labels or movie studios, you feel me? Show me that, you feel me? Because why isn't they say, oh well, look, all you guys talk about is gangster shit and killing people on your music. Okay, why isn't these so-called these people, these devils, you feel me, that are the executives of these record labels, why aren't they allowing any of the positive people to be heard? Why are they only signing the people that talk about violence and drugs, doing drugs, selling drugs, killing their own people, hoes, bitches, you feel me, making hoes out of our women and You know, it's all about money. Count that money, and you know, why is they only signing people that's talking about that? They won't sign you if you're talking a positive message. They won't sign you if you coming out talking about, hey, everybody get together, everybody hold hands. They won't sign you if you talking about that shit. They won't sign you if you're talking about some positive shit. So what I'm trying to tell you is everything that's wrong with our fucking culture we get from these motherfuckers, bro. Real shit. I'm trying to. That's real fucking facts. And everybody's following their fucked up ass lead, bro. Like real shit. Because right now they're ruling the world, as you can see right here in scripture. You feel me? These people will be ruling at the end of the world. And we already know who the red hairy people are. Nobody else fits the description of the red hairy people. The red hairy people is going to be ruling at the end of the world. And it says after the end of the world, Israel is going to rule the world after that, which is going to be what? The kingdom of heaven. You feel me? That's what's coming next. After judgment day, the kingdom of heaven is coming. You feel me? And guess motherfuckers got a good ass judgment on the way, fam. These motherfuckers got a good ass judgment on the way. They've been fucking tricking us. They've been raping us. They've been robbing us. They've been murdering us for too fucking long. And somebody got to pay for this shit, bro. Somebody got to motherfucking pay for this shit, bro. We done been through too much shit. They was real life niggas raping us, bro. Like real shit. I'm talking about as soon as they bringing slaves off the boat, they take the biggest, strongest, most muscular slave and nigga tie him down and rape him in front of everybody to put fear in everybody. Like, you better not fucking try me. You see what I just did to y'all strongest dude? You feel me? You see how I just turned y'all strongest dude into a woman? So that's right there, just putting fear into everybody. Like real shit. They did some grimy, gruesome ass shit to us, bro, and they can never understand, bro. They can never understand. They fear the day that shit returns on them. They fear the day that karma returns on them, because you know what they used to do to us, fam? Nigga, you love your wife, nigga. She all you got, nigga. After your hard day working in the fields and getting your back whipped and all that shit, she the one that keep on giving you hope and, you know, make you feel love at the end of the day. You feel me? And then some big, hairy, nasty, sweaty motherfucker come grab her up and rape her in front of you, my nigga. Real shit, bro. Motherfuckers can't even they can't even comprehend how grimy that fucking shit is, bro. Like real shit. And this is what these motherfuckers did to us, bro. This is exactly what they did to us every fucking day, my nigga. Can you imagine some nasty, hairy motherfucker missing teeth, talking like this, grabbing your wife up and just taking her back into that shack back there? Howdy. Can you imagine that shit, bro? Stop fucking playing with me, bro. And karma's gonna fucking return. I can promise you karma's gonna fucking return, my nigga. Real shit. Hold on. On phone, we need that payback, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? We gonna get all that, and I'm finna prove that shit biblically in the Bible. Fuck is you talking about? Because these dudes, man, fucking got over on everybody for too long, my nigga. And steady trying to push their lies, steady trying to hide the truth. You feel me? They don't want nobody to know the truth. You feel me? Let me get back to this though. So now that y'all know who the red hairy people is Esau. Esau, right? Esau. And it said, all right, so in Israelite culture and Hebrew culture, you feel me? Your oldest son was supposed to get all your blessings. He was supposed to, so when you die, all your shit's supposed to go to your oldest son. Then he's supposed to decide what to do with it. If he want to split it up with his brothers and sisters and the family and this and that, he's supposed to decide what to do with it. So everything's supposed to go to your oldest son. So you know how God gave Abraham the blessing, like you're the chosen one, you're the chosen seed, whatever. And then from Abraham it passed on to Isaac, not Ishmael, because Abraham had Ishmael and Isaac. And remember, Ishmael is the father of the so-called Arabs, you feel me? And then from Isaac, it passed on to Jacob. But now we finna see how it passed on to Jacob, because remember, Esau is the eldest one. Esau's the older kid. He's the firstborn. So it's actually supposed to go to Esau. Now we gonna find out why Jacob, the Israelites, are chosen and not the so-called you-know-who people, the people that we talking about right now, them pale people. Now we gonna see why we're the chosen and why the God of Israel here in the Bible didn't choose Esau, bro. And that's why it said right here that, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Because right before that verse that I just showed y'all, it said the reason why that happened is because it's showing you that Esau's the end of the world, and then right at the end of the world, Jacob come up next. You feel me? That's why we was holding on his heel coming out, because Jacob was beating that nigga Esau ass in the belly. Remember at the beginning of the story how I was showing you like she was having pregnancy complications, and she was like, why am I having these complications? And the Lord basically let her know, like, you have twins of two different nations, of two different races inside your belly right now, and it's two different manner of people. You feel me? And basically what it was, we was in there beating his ass, bro. Yeah, you feel me? Like, we was whooping that nigga ass, for like real shit. And that nigga's like, I gotta get out of here, you feel me? So that's why that nigga came out first. And we like, nigga, where you going? We grabbed on that nigga ankle like, fuck, where you going, nigga? Fuck, cause we was piecing his ass, fuck them grade, bro. Folks ain't want none of that problem. Folks ain't want none. He ain't want no smoke. We was fucking buddy ass up, bro, like real shit. So that's why Esau came out first, and that's why we was grabbing his ankle, because we were trying to pull folks back in, like, forward, because we knew all the trouble folks was gonna give us in the future, folks. So we was getting it in early right then and there, folks. Like, folks, no, you gotta feel me real quick, folks. Like real shit. We knew all the trouble this nigga was gonna give us in life. You feel me? But anyway, it say, and the boys grew right here, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And it's still like that to this day, bro. It's still like that to this day. See, when you see Esau, what he doing? He always going hunting and camping and just always doing some wild ass shit. You feel me? He's good at hunting though. Like, he love hunting. You feel me? He love being outside camping and motherfucking climbing mountains and shit like that. Like, you feel me? And then they say Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. You feel me? And we still like that to this day, folks. We could just get all blunt, get all little drink and chill, and we still like that to this day. We don't be on too much and none. We just be trying to chill, you feel me? Type shit, you feel me? So then they say, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, and Rebekah loved Jacob. So you know how parents nowadays don't like admitting that they got a favorite child, or if somebody's their favorite or whatever the case is. But right here, you can see that Esau was Isaac's favorite, you feel me? And it said because he did eat of his venison. So Esau was always out hunting. So he was probably always bringing back some good meat to his father. And you know how fathers are, you know, when you see your son out there really just tackling shit and just taking shit down and just out there doing a good job, and you're like, go son, you're a chip off the old block, you know, like, you know, you just look at your son and be all proud because he goes out and brings trophies back home to you. You know how dads are, you feel me? That they love that sports son, that one that's wild and got the action in them and shit like that. You feel me? And they say, but Rebekah loved Jacob. See, because Rebekah knew, like, this is the one right here. You feel me? Like, she already knew we was the chosen one. Isaac couldn't see that yet. You feel me? And it say, and Jacob side pottage, and Esau came from the field. He was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore, his name was called Edom. So from now on, anytime you see Edom or you see Edomites, know that means Esau. And because in Hebrew, Edom means red. Because remember, Esau is red and hairy. These are the red, hairy people on the earth. So whoever has hair that grows over their whole body, and whoever has that red skin, that's who Esau is. That's the nation of the Edomites. They're red people. Literally, the word Edom means red in Hebrew. You feel me? So it say, and Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field. He was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me. I pray thee with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore, his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am to the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob. So Jacob's name actually means supplanter. And you know what supplanter means? That means that's like a finesser. Like, I finessed his ass. You feel me? Like real shit. Like, that's what supplanter mean. Like, a nigga just got your ass type shit. You feel me? So shit, that's basically what folks just did. He just finessed his ass, like, folk, you was the firstborn, so you got the promise, you got the birthright. Sell me that shit. Because remember, Esau's a hunter. You feel me? So he always went out to the field hunting shit to get his food. Jacob was the chill dude, you feel me? He's the, man, I ain't finna work hard, I'm gonna work smart type of dude. So he know how to gather up some berries and some fruits and some herbs and vegetables and motherfucking stir up some pottage, you feel me? He know how to survive no matter what it's looking like out there. You feel me? If it's a drought on animals today or some shit like that, folk know how to still cook some shit up at the crib, you feel me? Type shit. So folk couldn't find no animals, so he's starving. Folk he like, man, I'm steady trying to go hunt. I ain't finding shit. He like, I'm hungry than a motherfucker. Then folk Jacob like, all right, sell your birthright to me. I got you on this pottage, folk. You know, just like how a nigga would do. You feel me? Like real shit, bro. And then Esau like, motherfucker, I'm finna die. What the fuck I care about a birthright? You feel me? Like type shit. Like, so his ass sold his birthright. You feel me? Even though he was supposed to get the blessing. So it was actually supposed to be Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. But no, it's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. The promises land on Israel because he sold his birthright. But that's the way it was meant to be, obviously, because that's the way God had it go. You feel me? And say, then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. So he didn't even care about his fucking birthright, bro. So now that's why these niggas so mad at us to this day, bro. Because they know deep down, deep down, even though they might not know it at the front of their head, but deep in the core of their soul, they know we're the chosen ones. Like real shit, bro. And it just eats them up that they sold their chosenness to us, bro. Like real shit, bro. Like they gave up that birthright to us. They gave up the promise to us, bro. Real shit. So now they taking it out on us. Like, nigga, you sold your shit, bro. You can't be mad at me, nigga. No give backs, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Like real shit. So and that's that. So now I'm gonna go into it even farther, you feel me? But right now, that was just the basic understanding of Jacob and Esau and where the so-called origin of these people have came from. And I did it from a biblical standpoint, breaking it straight down to your ass. Hold on, this shit need to get back in HD, cuz. Is it blurry? Is my screen blurry? Or is it cool? But yeah, anyways, that just show you right there. So all this other shit they coming up with, all these other stories they coming up with, talking about Jacob created so-called, you know, these people in a lab. He made them in a lab, and or he motherfucking bioengineered them, and that's all bullshit. They are our twin brother. They are our older brother, real life. And that's why we so opposite. And they even said that in the Bible, two different nation of people, two different manner of people. We are so opposite to them, like real shit. We do things totally different, like real shit, bro. They like eating raw meat and shit. We don't like that shit. We like all our shit well done. They like eating their shit with blood still in it and shit like that. You feel me? We're just totally opposite. You feel me? They got that straight, stringy animal hair. We got that curly, nappy hair that stands up. You feel me? Like real shit. They light as hell, we dark as hell. Like we just completely on the opposite ends of the spectrum with everything. You feel me? Real shit. So it just like and shit, even back in the ancient days, fam, we liked multiple women. They like being on gay shit. Like they didn't even fuck with women like that. They was fucking building statues of naked men and shit all throughout their motherfucking society. Like that was their thing. They was intrigued with fucking men, bro. Like real shit. Like how we like being multiple women. I got wives, bro. I got this wife, that wife, that wife. They like men, nigga. Like they friends. They you know how they be on that gay shit, playing around and all that extra ass shit, and they just do little silly gay ass shit together and take pictures. Shit that we would never do. Like, that's gay as hell. Like, no homo, bro. Don't be doing that shit. Like real shit. Don't be doing that. But they'll do some shit like that. Like real shit, bro. They'll one of them be drunk on the couch, and then another one like will set his nutsack on top of his friend's head, and they'll take a picture of it laughing and shit. Like, bro, we don't play like that, bro. But they get down like that. They've always done shit like that, bro. They created wrestling. And wrestling was created in Greece, you feel me? And did you not know you used to do that ass naked? No clothes on. The original wrestling you did naked, bro. So you rolling around with another dude ass naked trying to basically dominate him, bro. That's what and that's gay as hell. You trying to dominate another man and pin him down. Like, it's basically like you trying to rape him. Like, that's what the fuck that shit was, bro. Like, so man, niggas got to get the history to all this shit. But yeah, they were black. Everybody was black before this point on. Do I gotta bring this shit back up to y'all? Is y'all paying attention, my nigga? Like, I don't even think niggas is really paying attention, my niggas. So they like, is Jacob black? Well, shit, you should be able to motherfucking. Hold on. Oh, shit, I deleted that. I exited out that tab, y'all, so I can't even bring it back. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it back one time for the one time, bruh. Hold on. I'm finna bring it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. All right, we running it back. Look, you just gotta use common sense here, y'all. Just use common sense here real quick. All right, so check it out. Common sense here real quick. Genesis 25 and 25. So when they describing the twins being born, remember Jacob and Esau was twins, right? They was twins within this woman Rebecca, and they was fighting within this woman Rebecca. And when she asked him why, he says because there's two different nations of people within you, two different races, nationalities. And he says two different manner of people. So that means they're totally different. They'll operate totally differently. You feel me? And it said when she had him, it said the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. This is the one and only time any child is ever described physically what they look like after they're born. Why? Just use common sense. Why did they have to describe this one, but they didn't describe what Jacob looked like, and they didn't describe what any baby before this looked like, and they didn't describe what any baby after this looked like? This was the only one time they described what this child looked like while he was born. Why? Because he looked different. That's common sense, people. He looked different. Everybody else looked similar up until this point. Everybody else was, dark. They, dark. You feel me? Like real shit. They had probably most likely straight Negroid features. You feel me? And now from this point on, somebody came out red and hairy all over. You feel me? Red because why? He was lacking pigment. You feel me? He was lacking pigment through his skin. He was lacking pigment in his skin. He was lacking melanin. So therefore his blood was showing forth through his skin. So he was red. You feel me? He was all the way red, blood red. You feel me? Because his blood is showing through his skin, bruh. Real shit. You feel me? So, damn, what the fuck was I finna get into when I was saying that? Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I was finna say, but that's why they're red, because they're lacking pigment. So this was like the first albino child being born, you feel me? He was like a fucking albino, you feel me? But it wasn't like he was like it wasn't like he was for sure albino. He could have just been a light-skinned ass motherfucker, you feel me? Because two dark people can have a light-skinned baby, bro. Like real shit, bro. Two dark people, you can't never have a baby darker than you, but you can have a baby lighter than you. So if it's a light skin, like black woman, so-called black woman, and like a dark skin, so-called black man, they can still have a dark-skinned black baby. They can still have a baby just as dark as him. You feel me? But you can never get something darker than you, feel me? So just know, family, your baby ever come out darker than you and your woman, you know what the fuck is up. You feel me? Because it can never come out darker than you. They can only come out lighter than you, because the darkness is the dominant gene. You feel me? You feel me? And you can never overdo more than what somebody already has. But you can always get lighter, because that's the recessive trait. You can always show that recessive trait. You feel me? It's always present. It's just hidden. You feel me? So that's why, fam, you can see two black people and they can have a straight white baby, fam. Like I can search this shit up right now. Hold on, matter of fact, let's go ahead and get it. Shit on me. Go ahead and get that real quick. Two dark ass people can have a white baby. Man, I just got a article up right now, but it didn't even like show the. It didn't even like show no pictures. I'm like looking for pictures. I got a YouTube video. I guess that'll work if it'll load up. But yeah, it could be somebody just like me, just as dark as me, with another woman just as dark as me.
How to become a notary signing agent?
And what's it called? And our babies can real life come out white as hell, bro. Hold on, I'm trying to find a good example for y'all. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm just gonna use YouTube. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. I was trying to search through Google and shit. All right, let's see if this is a good one. I'm not sure. It might be. All right, it's a YouTube video.
Okay, here we go, everyone. Very, very interesting. A mother who is black gives birth to a baby who is white, and there is no discrepancies. She actually did give birth. She can confirm it as well. But yeah, that is the news headline. Now, I'm very curious. How is this possible? Well, very simple. Recessive genes. But without further ado, let's check out this video. It's going to be in the description. Welcome to Reaction Time. If you're new here, don't forget to follow my socials. We're going to dive deep into this. I would be very confused, but thanks to science, we have answered. Remotely possible. Let's compare the differences. This is Catherine. This is her baby. If we put them side by side, I see almost close to no resemblance. Maybe we can find one or two things, but straight off the bat, nothing there.
Got genetic expert Dr. Emily Grossman here as well.
Look, totally white baby right there. Shit, and I'm finna grab some more examples real quick. Just showing y'all how possible that shit is. Like, it's very possible, and this shit's more common than what we know. Like, look right here real quick. Look, we got her right here, and look at her. Damn. And look at her two babies right next to her. White as hell. Then look at this couple right here. And look at their two babies. White, one's white and one's black. See, oh yeah, we definitely gotta watch that one. We definitely gotta watch that one. So this is an interracial couple, a black dude and a white woman. And then look at the babies they give birth to, fam.
I'm gonna show you right now how to make $75 up to $200 in less than an hour, so you can.
We're going to turn now to a medical rarity. A set of twins born to an Ohio couple, both perfectly healthy and beautiful. The only thing is, one looks black, one looks white. The parents love their 18-month-olds, of course, they're wonders, but they say they've also faced some grief and discrimination over the children, and they share their story with Juju, who's back over here at the desk with us this morning. Juju.
Well, it's remarkable, David. We know our country is an ethnic melting pot, but American kids carry an assortment of genes from different racial backgrounds as a result. It turns out skin color is determined by multiple genes. Charles and Christy Cunningham don't really pay much attention to their baby's skin color, but unfortunately, the rest of the world is not nearly as color neutral. 18-month-old Gabe Cunningham was born with blonde hair and beautiful blue eyes.
He started smiling and he opened up and
see, and that ain't even no albino baby. That's not albino. That's just a white baby.
The eyes are blue.
shocked me.
And what was your reaction?
I wasn't surprised because they run in her family.
But this isn't your garden variety surprise, because this blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby's father happens to be black. But we all went to 5th grade science. Brown eyes are supposed to be dominant. What's up?
I have no idea.
But let's examine the rest of the family tree. Gabe's mom, Christy, is white, which may explain his coloring. But what explains this? Trinity is Gabe's twin sister. That's right, they shared the same gene pool, even the same uterus. So does that just blow you away? I mean, you basically have, a child who looks black and a child who looks white. The Cunningham twins, born just minutes apart, arrived in contrasting colors.
Look, that's Jacob and Esau right there, bro. Jacob, now that just proved it. This is the Bible reliving itself right here. Two twins, one came out black, one came out white. You feel me? And like the Bible said, two different manner of people, two different nations. So these two babies had two different genetic makeups, bro. Real shit, bro.
That wowed even the nurses. People on the street don't know what to think. What do people say to you?
How close in age are they? Are you sure they're twins? How did that happen?
Are we babysitting?
Yes. Yes. Are they related? Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yeah. To be brutally honest, they've been called mutts.
That's right, mutts.
How can you do this to these poor children? They'll be ostracized for their entire lives.
Obviously, they're not identical twins, which happens when one egg is fertilized by one sperm, splitting it.
All right, but enough of that. See, so right there it just proves, fam, I can have any color baby, bro, all the way up to a super white looking baby, bro. I could do all of that, bro. All of that is contained within my fucking DNA, bro. My motherfucking genetics, bro, because I got the most dominant genetics in the whole world, and science will not argue with me, bro. I feel proud being able to say that. I have the most dominant genetics in the whole world, bro. And science won't even fight with me about that, bro. On phone and grid.
You can manage your team's work easily with Monday.com. Just go to Monday.com and start tracking any.
Welcome back. You're watching 10's Late News. Genetic experts are amazed by the birth of a blue-eyed white baby to a young black couple. The bundle of joy certainly took Mum and Dad by surprise. They already have two dark-skinned kids.
What do you think?
I'm sure personally that is my kid.
You never doubt.
I'm sure it's my kid, but I don't know why she's blonde.
Doctors say the baby isn't albino, but that Mum and Dad must carry genes without pigmentation.
You see that right there? So again, proving my motherfucking point, fam. That's actually more normal than we think. It happens in the world more often than what we know of. Just not all of them getting publicity like that. You feel me? So yeah, man, that's motherfucking true. We can have their ass, and I already just broke down the whole Jacob and Esau thing to you. So that right there shows the real origin of these people, bro. Real shit. And these people have always been so fucking evil to us, bro. Like real shit. But we finna get into that too. We're gonna get into that too. See, they thought we was off their ass. We not off their ass, fam. We not off their ass. Not yet. Hell nah. We coming for everything they owe. Everything they owe. Alright, so just in case you don't know, again, Esau is Edom. Okay? Just in case you don't know. So the Edomites, anytime you hear Esau, Edom, Idumea, any of that, Idumea means fucking Edomites and Esau too, bro. And it say, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites. So anytime you see Edomites, Esau, Idumea, that's all motherfucking them, bro. And I'm gonna start with Malachi, fam. Now we're gonna go straight to the Bible, since people say God don't hate nobody, God loves everybody, God loves everybody. Where in the Bible did he ever say I love all nations, I love everybody? He never said that, bro. So look, here we go right here. Malachi 1, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel, by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? You feel me? So, you know, black people still be saying that, like, damn, guys, is you like here for us? Like, man, do you care about it? You feel me? Because all the shit we be going through just be, you know, it'd be crazy and shit. And it says, was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob and hated Esau, and laid his mountains and heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So the Lord right here is saying himself in the word of God that he hates a nation of people. The red, hairy nation of people on the face of this earth. He hates them, bro. He hates them, bro. He hates them, bro. Real shit. He hates them. And look, now we got look at Esau. Hold on. Look at Esau up in the look at Esau in the motherfucking comments, bro. He said the best lie is 90% truth. Bible. That don't even make sense. If it's 90% truth, then what's the lie then? Like, where's the lie at? Like, what the fuck is you even talking about, my nigga? Best way to hide is in plain sight. Exactly. The best way to hide is in plain sight. So that's why for years and years, we didn't know, fam. We didn't know that the Israelites, we didn't know that we was the Israelites. We didn't know we was the Jews because they've been hiding the truth in plain sight. But then when I come break it down and show you that they're calling themselves black all throughout scripture, and I already got videos about that. So I'm not going to go into that in this video because that's not for this video. This video is for Esau. Who is Esau? I'm not focusing on us for once. You feel me? We focusing on Esau, real shit. If you want to go learn about all the other shit, you go watch my other videos on this shit. You feel me? Like the Bible does not say everybody can be saved. And one of them I named like True Black History for Black History Month or something like that, or True History or something like that. You want to go find that, you go find them videos, bro. But look, we got Esau in here and shit getting all mad because now he motherfucking seeing his judgment coming across through the word of God. So now he gonna try to disregard the Bible and all that, you feel me? But we gonna keep on going. Obadiah 1, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. You feel me? Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen and greatly despised, because you know how they call everybody minorities. Oh, you're a minority, you're a minority, you're the minority. They're really the minority. It's less of them than anybody else in this world. They don't want nobody to know that though. They like people thinking that they got great numbers and they flourishing, but they're really not. More of them is dying than is being born. They're dying quicker than they're being born, and mainly because one, they're not having babies like that. You feel me? Their average family don't have that many kids, and when they do, it's like later in life. Opposed to us, we already having babies fresh out of high school and shit. We ended up with 3-4 kids and all this shit early in life before we even get out our 20s and shit like that. You feel me? So it's different. So our numbers is, you know, actually going good. Even though we killing each other at a high rate, we still being able to replenish all that shit by the number of babies we have in this shit. But more of them is being fucking dead. More of them is motherfucking dying than being born. And they don't want you to know that. And on top of that, fam, they women is coming and messing with all of us. So their women that is having babies, they having them with us. So that's more of our nation coming up, not they nation and shit. You feel me? But that nigga stupid as hell. Hell no. He said they're not drinking Ensure. He said y'all ass dying off because y'all not drinking Ensure. Y'all not keeping y'all nutrients right. You know it's crazy. I got one of them bitches right next to me, bro. On me, I'm making sure I get all my calories. So anytime I feel like I'm not eating enough, I'll drink one of these bitches to get my calories back up on phone. And y'all know I'm on that weight gain shit. But yeah, though, fam, these motherfuckers is dying, and they don't want people to know, bro. On phone and grade, they don't want people to know that they're basically going extinct. And the way they're looking at right now is in the next 20, 30 years, they might not even be a thing no more in like the next 20, 30. They starting to see that shit, bro, like real shit, bro. And it said, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride in thine heart has deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. Exactly, because who was staying in the caves, in the mountains? They was the cavemen. We wasn't no fucking cavemen. You ain't never seen a so-called black caveman in your motherfucking life, bro. These niggas was the motherfucking caveman, bro. These niggas was living in rock structures. They still do that shit to this day. Look around. They build concrete every fucking where. They build rock and brick every fucking where. And that's not even, it's not even good for the soles of our feet to even be walking on all this flat ass hard shit, bro. Like real shit. Shit fucking up our feet all the way up to our back and our spine and shit, bro. Walking on this hard ass shit all damn day, bro. You feel me? So all of they societies, just look at all their societies, and all you see is a whole bunch of rock structures, stone structures, shit like that, bro. Like that's how they build shit. You look into Greece and you look into Rome, all that shit. They had a whole bunch of motherfucking rock built ass temples and shit like that. That's how the fuck they coming. You feel me? But also going into the Caucasus Mountains. So see, a lot of motherfuckers don't know why people refer to themselves as Caucasian because they don't know about the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. That was their motherfucking homeland, bro. Like real shit. And even some of them, well, shit, a lot of them even know that shit. You feel me? They even know that was their motherfucking homeland, the Caucasus Mountains, bro. That's where the fuck they even got their name from in the first place. So the niggas was staying in mountains. They was eating raw meat. They was worshiping fire. Like fire was like the greatest thing ever to them. Like fire was God to them, bro. Like real shit, bro. They was fucking having incest. They was doing it with their kids, their brothers, their sisters. They was motherfucking eating their own people. Like they was on some cannibal shit, all type of shit, bro. Like motherfuckers had to civilize their ass, you feel me? And that was probably the worst thing anybody could have did was civilize these motherfuckers, bro. Because deep down, they inner nature is always gonna still come out, bro. Like real shit. That rape, robbery, and murder type nature is just always gonna come out, bro. That savage, that's deep down there. And they like to point at everybody else and call them savages. Like the Native Americans, they were trying to call them savages, you feel me? But like, folks, y'all the real savage motherfuckers, bro. Like, and they say, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. Thus saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down. So who worships himself as the eagle? Who portrays themselves as an eagle? If you go look at every single one of their nations, what's their emblem? It's a fucking eagle, nigga. Rome, Greece, nigga, motherfucking shit. What else? Shit, England, nigga, United States of America, bro. All this shit, they always put the eagle as their fucking emblem. Like they use it as their eagle. When they motherfucking conquered the Aztecs and created Mexico and all that, they put the eagle. They always use a fucking eagle, bro. Have you noticed that shit, nigga? Go look on all the coins, all that shit. A fucking eagle. They real life worship the eagle because what does the eagle do? An eagle sits at the top of the mountain and it sits there and scouts everything out and it takes shit down. And that's how they seen themselves. Like we're at the top of the mountain and we look down on everybody else and we conquer shit. That's how an eagle gets down, bro. And it say, though that thy set thy nest among the stars. So they out here putting satellites all up in the sky. They got an international space station, all this shit, this and that. So it's saying, oh, you trying to set your nest among the stars. You trying to, you know, set your flag up here, all type of shit. It's saying, I'm going to bring that, all that shit down, nigga. All that shit you doing. I'm going to crush all that shit. You feel me? And they say, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are all his hidden things sought up? So all the stuff they've been keeping hidden from us is now coming out. What just happened exactly a year ago? Now that it's August, exactly a year ago, what just happened? A whole bunch of stuff that's been hidden in the Smithsonian Institute came out showing that there was over 800 different stones of pure Hebrew writing on it found in Puerto Rico, bro. So when them conquistadors went over there to Puerto Rico and they conquered them, the island of Hispaniola and all that shit, bro, they was gathering all these things up and then they was hiding this shit, bro. The Smithsonian Institute threw it in the basement somewhere and dismissed them as fakes. Like, oh, these are counterfeit fakes. This is not real Hebrew, this and that. You feel me? And they hid it. But then, you know, the people that hid it, they eventually died off and there's new employees and they die off and there's new people that come in and take their place and then they die. But then now somebody brung it back out and dug that shit out like, oh, these supposed to be fakes. Let me take a look at it. You feel me? Hold on. All right, we got a lot more resources now. You feel me? Everybody's just a call away. Anybody's just a click away right on the internet. You feel me? Let me call up some real Hebrew scholars real quick to come check this out. You feel me? Oh, this is real authentic Hebrew. Oh, not only is it real authentic Hebrew, it's the pure Paleo Hebrew, that ancient shit. This is the ancient shit, the authentic shit, not mixed in with none of that other shit, the pure Paleo Hebrew type shit going on, right? Oh, yeah, these are real. These are authentic. They tried to say these were fake. So what does that mean? That means that these Puerto Ricans that they came across, these Dominicans that they came across, these Colombians they came across, these Cubans they came across, these indigenous people in Brazil they came across, these Aztecs and all these people they came across, these are the real Hebrews. These are the lost tribes of Israel. That's what the fuck that proves. How was people over here disconnected from the whole other parts of the world and they was over here speaking Hebrew? How? Israel's all the way in the Eastern Hemisphere. But we had people over here in the Western Hemisphere speaking Hebrew, even though they were disconnected from the rest of the world. How? How the fuck is that possible, bro? How is that possible? Somebody tell me how this is possible. And I don't need to go through all that and bring out all the articles and the videos showing you this, showing you newscasts, even talking about how the Native Americans, I'm not even talking about the Puerto Ricans no more, the Native Americans of the United States of America, there was a whole newscast on that. They were speaking and writing in Hebrew. They were fucking writing in Hebrew. Again, they was pulling out old stuff. And they came to find out that these people were fucking writing and speaking in Hebrew. The Lost Lunar Stone over there in, where is it, in New Mexico? New Mexico or Nevada? I think it's in New Mexico. It's in New Mexico. The Lost Lunar Stone, fam. 10 Commandments written in pure Hebrew, fam. It found in a Native American settlement. Are you fucking serious, my nigga? Explain this fucking shit. Nobody can explain this. There's no reason that these people who've been disconnected from the whole other parts of the world for centuries, you cannot explain how else they're speaking Hebrew besides if these are the lost tribes of fucking Israel, fam. Stop fucking playing with us, bro. Stop fucking playing with us. So all your hidden things are being searched out and all your hidden things are being sought up. How are the things that Esau searched out? How are the hidden things? So all this shit you tried to keep from us, the truth that we are the real Jews, that we are the Israelites, all that shit you tried to keep from us, it's in New Mexico. All right, Joel. Yeah, I thought it was Joel. All shit that was in New Mexico, all this shit is being dug up now. You feel me? Now we're going to Revelation 1 and 14. We was never checking. You know, we was just letting our pastor teach us the Bible. Now we're going in the Bible ourselves, going to Revelation 1 and 14 and seeing it, talking about Christ's hair was like wool. You feel me? He had hair like wool. You feel me? And his feet was so dark that it looked like it was burning in the furnace. It looked like burnt bronze. You feel me? That day, now we go in there and we find that for ourselves, and now we starting to see the bigger picture. Why are you guys going so hard to conceal the truth? Why have y'all been showing us this blonde hair, blue-eyed dude this whole time when so clearly in the Bible it describes what these people look like? Now that just must mean this is the motherfucking truth. This has to be the truth. If y'all going so hard to cover it up, bro, y'all going so fucking hard. Why don't y'all just let it be what it is? You feel me? Why y'all had to go and change everything and try to put y'all face on everything? You feel me? That's how I know this shit's the truth, man. Come on, man. You know it's the truth when your own enemies come and they take your shit and try to take it as their own. You know it's the truth when the Romans come and they destroy Jerusalem. They run us out of Jerusalem. The Romans come and sack Israel. They sack Jerusalem. We running out of Israel, fam, for our lives, because anybody that's stuck finna die, bro. Or gonna become a slave. They're gonna make you a slave or you're gonna fucking die. So they're rushing Jerusalem, and we running for our lives trying to escape. We running into Europe, and we running into Africa and to all other different parts of the world to escape from these people and shit. You feel me? And while we doing that, fam, these people come in there, they take over all our shit and they open our shit up. All our belongings we left, all our scriptures we left behind, they looking at it. And you know what these people did? Instead of saying, even though they knew they were our enemies, clearly, and all this shit, you feel me? Instead of saying, oh, this is all bullshit, let's burn it all up, they took it and ran with it. Like, damn, this is the truth. They said this and this was going to happen, and it happened. They said this and this happened, and it happened. They said back then this and this happened, and that's real history. We can confirm this. Damn, this really is the truth. So then they take it and become the Holy Roman Empire and come up with Catholicism, the Catholic Church, and all type of shit. They come up with Christianity, all type of shit, bro. Are you fucking serious, my nigga? It has to be the truth, my nigga. Like, come on, man. All right, hit that like button one time for the one time for the one time. We still going, though. It say what? Why it say Esau gonna be punished? Hold on, we going back up here so you can see. Thus saying the Lord God concerning Edom. Okay, so we're going back up there. This is concerning Edom, talking about him exalting himself as the eagle and putting his nest among the stars. Got satellites and space stations and shit up there flowing and shit, talking about all this, who wants to go with NASA and take a flight up and all this other shit, trying to act like you run the heavens and shit like that, bro, man. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. So let's go back. It say, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Who's been violent towards us this whole history, this whole time on earth? Who's been that fucking thorn in our ass, bro? Who's been that motherfucker that's steady putting the fire on us, bro? Always turning up the heat on us, man. We could just never catch a break because these motherfuckers have always just been on our ass, bro. Real shit. They say, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. So it's talking about these red hairy people and their violence against their brother, because that is our brother, our twin evil fucking brother, fam. Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. So this is talking about how Esau and the Romans and all these other nations came together to fucking conquer us and take over Jerusalem. They ran us out of Jerusalem and took over our shit, and they took us captive. Whoever they caught, they was taking the slaves or they was killing them. You feel me? You know, they was probably killing a lot of men and raping the women, because that's usually how it goes with war. You feel me? And it say, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in that day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah. You know, Judah is the head tribe of Israel. The Jews, the only people that can call themselves Jews is from the tribe of Judah. That's one out of 12 tribes. You feel me? And even then, maybe the southern kingdom, you can call them all Jews, because they was all from the kingdom of Judea. You feel me? It was the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel. They were separate. There was the 10 tribes at the top and the other 2 at the bottom, but Levi was amongst both of them. So, you know, Levi was in the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. You feel me? But for the most part, the northern kingdom was the so-called Latino, Hispanic, and Native American tribes, and the southern kingdom was the Negro tribes. And like I just said, the Bible already explained how the northern kingdom was carried off to a land where mankind never dwelt, because they was disobeying God. So God had the Assyrians take them captive. And then after they was out of the Assyrian captivity, they went off to a land where mankind never dwelt, so that they could obey the Most High finally. You feel me? And follow his laws. But then they start going off with that again, start doing human sacrifices and eating hearts and all type of shit. So again, they had to be punished, like real shit, bro. So it's saying they shouldn't have looked down on it in our day when we was fucking up. So the Most High had to exile us out the land. Them Romans and them Edomites and all them, they shouldn't have been there right there rooting that shit on and taking part and running in there with all our enemies too and going against us. You feel me? It say, but thou should have not looked down on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, because we was kicked out of Jerusalem, so we're now a stranger to the land. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. So this is proving the Romans, and this is real history. This is real history. You can look it up. Look up all you gotta do is type Romans conquer Jerusalem 70 AD. This is real recorded history that has not been lost by the Romans. They kept their history intact to this day. You feel me? Like real shit, bro. They kept a lot of their history intact. And under Titus, fam, they motherfucking took over. They motherfucking conquered Jerusalem in 70 AD. This is real recorded history. The Romans themselves won't even deny this shit. You feel me? But this right here is in the fucking Bible. This is truth. This is true, boy. It say they shouldn't have laid their hands on our substance. They went in and took our shit, bro. And that's how they got the scriptures, and that's how they got all that shit. And that's how they became the Holy Roman Empire. Real shit. And that's how the Crusades and all that shit came about, and all that other shit. You feel me? And that's how motherfucking all that Islamic shit was really starting to come about. All these nations, these heathens got a hold of our shit, bro. It said, neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. So it's saying those of us that was trying to run, the Romans was getting in our way, catching us up. Y'all was cutting us off that was trying to get away. They was there, and they had every part in that shit. You feel me? And it say those of us that just tried to stay, like, fam, I'm finna stay and fight for my shit. Like, they not finna run me out of my home. I'm finna stay here and fight. They captured them and delivered them up to be killed or become slaves or whatever the case. You feel me? It say, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So that's what all these people fear the most. They're hoping to God that this Bible ain't real. They're hoping to God that this Bible ain't the truth. They're hoping to God that this word of God is not the truth. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, even if it wasn't, everybody knows that the shit that you do got a return on you, regardless, my nigga. So now we got the Bible basically saying you got some shit coming your way. And they like, man, I hope this Bible ain't real, cause man, yeah, y'all know this shit eventually finna come your way. All the shit that y'all did, you have to pay for. Just like we had to pay for all the shit we did. All the shit that we was doing, going against the Most High, breaking all the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave us to follow. But we deserve all that shit we went through, and we had to put our chin up and take that punch. Real shit. We had to take that shit to the jaw. Fuck is you talking about now? You need to take your shit to the chin like a real man. Real shit, bro. Take your shit too now. We had to take our shit. We still taking our shit. You see us getting shot in the back 7 times, all type of shit, bro. You see us getting all this other shit happening to us. You see all this shit happening. We going through our shit. Now get ready for your shit. Like real shit, bro. It said, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. And Joseph is one of the tribes of Israel. Joseph actually forms into 2 tribes, the tribe of Manasseh and Ephraim. Those 2 tribes form to make Joseph. I believe it's Manasseh and Ephraim. It got Manasseh and Ephraim. And it say in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. It say, and the Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord. So, hey, this is shit y'all can get ready for in the last days. You feel me? Because remember I showed y'all that verse that said Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So again, it's going into this end of the world shit, bro, on some real shit. But let's keep it moving though, because I'm finna get up off here. I gotta move around. I was supposed to be going a long time ago. It say, I say the truth in Christ, I lie not. My conscience also bearing the witness in the Holy Spirit. This is Romans 9. That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I couldn't wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom as concerning the flesh Christ came, who is over all. Bless God. God bless forever. Amen. Okay, so now they finna get back into this Jacob and Esau stuff. So he's writing a letter to the Israelites and Romans. To the Israelites in Rome. See, this is where a lot of people get shit confused in the New Testament. They think that because the Old Testament, everybody knows for a fact, all right, that's written by Israel, to Israel, for Israel. You feel me? But the New Testament, people like to act like, because they went to church and stuff, they like to act like the New Testament is for everybody. Like, oh, this is when God opened up to everybody, and now everybody's chosen, and everybody has God's promises that he gave to the Israelites, and everybody's under the same covenant as the Israelites. That's not the truth, fam. All these letters that are in the New Testament, when they're talking to people, they're talking to Israelites. So when they're saying, oh yeah, because this and that, they're saying, oh, for this pertains to us. They're not saying that when they were writing this to other Israelites. They were writing thinking, oh, other people are going to read this too. They were right. These were letters to Israelites. You feel me? So that's why when you go to like the beginning of these books, like I'm in Romans 9 right now, but if you go like to the first chapter and shit like that, this is why they'll say like to all of those in Rome, you know, like to all my brethren in Rome, to all the Israelites in Rome, or to all my brethren in Corinth, you feel me? So that's where you get the book of Corinthians and shit like that, you feel me? Like Thessalonians, you know, like that was a motherfucking place too, Thessalonia or whatever. That was a real place, you feel me? So it's like, fam, they were writing letters to their people in these places. So this is why he said, my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, because the Lord adopted us and took us as his own, like you're my children, right? And it say in the glory, in the covenants. So that means the first covenant and the second covenant go to Israelites. You know, a lot of people like to say, no, the second covenant was with everybody. Now we all can join in and be children of the Most High. This and that. No, that's not the case. In the giving of the law, because who else has the laws? Nobody else has the laws but the Israelites. Nobody else like is under the laws but the Israelites. We are the ones getting punished because we're not following the laws. Nobody else is going through these curses because they're not following the laws, because he didn't give nobody else the laws. You feel me? In the service of God and the promises. So it say all these things belong to the Israelites. You feel me? The promises even go to the Israelites. It don't go to everybody else. How can you get the promise without the law? Because in Galatians it clearly says that if the law was to go out of effect, if the law was to be canceled, then the promises would be canceled, because the promises come with following the law. You feel me? Like real shit. So anyways, back down to this Jacob and Esau stuff. It say not as though, oh yeah, so this is proving the point that I was saying, who are the fathers and of whom as concerning the flesh Christ came. So it's saying that the flesh that Christ came for is the motherfucking Israelites, bro. It say whose are the fathers and of whom concerning the flesh Christ came. So Christ came for our fathers, you feel me? Our forefathers were the ancestors that were walking alongside of Christ when he was walking on this earth, you feel me? He came for those people, and coming for those people, he also came for their offspring, because we are those people reincarnated, you feel me? Real shit. So it say not as though the word of God had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. So even though Jacob and Esau is brothers, right? I already broke this down, who these people are. These people that we talking about in this video, we already broke down the fact that they're connected to Esau, the red and hairy people. Real shit, you feel me? And then we come from Jacob, and Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which Israel means prince of the power. Jacob means supplanter, and supplant means to like basically to like finesse. You feel me? Like I'm finna finesse this nigga about this shit. You feel me? Like that's kind of like supplanting. You know, you getting over on somebody or some shit like that. You feel me? But Israel means prince of the power. You feel me? Because what's a prince? A prince is the son of the king. You feel me? And since the Most High is like the king of all, you feel me? We the son of that. We the prince of the, because God just means power. So if you hear like water, God, that's the power of water, right? You feel me? So it's saying just because they are of Israel doesn't mean they're of Israel. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. But in Isaac shall that seed be called, because Isaac had Jacob and Israel. So he's saying that the promised children is going to come through Isaac. It say that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God. But the children of the promise are counted for seed. So only if you the children of promise, you consider the children of God. So who has the promises? We already went through that. For this is the word of the promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also have conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. And anytime you see like even in the Bible, it means indeed. Like that, even is an old English word meaning indeed. So saying indeed by our father Isaac. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but him that calleth. So he's saying, even though neither one of these children are born yet, even though Jacob and Esau haven't been born yet, he's saying, I've already chosen who I've chosen. You feel me? I've already decided who is the chosen one and who I'm going to rock with. And he said, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, who was born first. Remember, Esau was born first, and Jacob came out holding his ankle because we was beating the fuck out of Esau. That nigga was trying to get away. And it say, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So these people are hated, and now you can see why they spread that hatred to everybody else, because the ultimate source of power hates you, bro. How would you feel if the ultimate source of power hated you? You feel me? Like, I probably would just start going and conquering the world too. Like, fuck it. You feel me? Like, damn, the ultimate source of power hates me. Now, and even that, fam, the ultimate physical source of power hates me. Because what's the ultimate physical source of power on this earth? The sun. Even the sun hates you. So the Most High hates you and the sun hates you. You feel me? Like, damn. You can't get a break, huh? Fuck is you talking about? And they say, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. And when you hear God forbid, that means hell no. Fuck no. That's what that shit means. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. He said, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So they basically saying, is God unrighteous because he hates a nation of people? Is God unrighteous because he chosen a nation of people over another nation of people? And he's saying, hell no, I'll do what I want to do. I'll have mercy on who I want to have mercy on because I'm the creator. I'm the one running the show here. I do what I want, like on me. Like he sticking his chest out a little bit on us. You feel me? Like real shit, bro. Let's keep going though, because we got shit on Esau all day. Ezekiel 25:12. Thus saith the Lord God, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Because that's what they've been doing to us all day. Ever since he sold his birthright to us, he been on bullshit with us. Just because we got the promise. These niggas been on bullshit with us. They've been a thorn in our ass since forever, you feel me? And they've been always taking all their shit out on us, bro. It say, therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Hold on, what? He said he gonna do what? I will lay my vengeance. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord thy God. So who God said what? He said he gonna show his vengeance through his people Israel. He gonna show his anger through his people Israel. He gonna show his wrath through his people Israel. So in these last days, when shit turn the fuck up, when judgment day finally come, boom, on them great motherfuckers gonna be turning Super Saiyan around this bitch, nigga. Hair floating up in the air and shit, nigga. We gonna, nigga, be flying around this bitch, nigga, looking like Superman, nigga, knocking over buildings, nigga, energy blasting shit, nigga. On phone them, nigga, we gonna have that power of God in this, nigga. We gonna be fully charged around this bitch, bro. Spiritual body, no more of this physical ass shit, fam. Being stuck down to this physical ass shit with all these stresses and worries and deterioration that come with all this shit. We ain't gonna have none of that no more. We're gonna be straight spiritual bodies for around this bitch, fam, without no blemish. Fuck is you talking about? It say, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. And just know, when God talking about pleading, he not talking about getting on his knees and begging you. When God talking about pleading for, he talking about fucking some shit up, boy. Like when he saying he finna plead for his people, he finna do some shit, boy. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all don't even know the power of the Most High, fam. Y'all see these hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes and fire, wildfires, burning shit down. That's just a little piece of God, bro. That's just a little piece of what he can do. That's just a little piece of his wrath and his power. Y'all ain't seen him turn up for real yet. Y'all ain't seen him turn up for real yet. It's gonna be a very terrible day when you do. On phone and grave, fam. All right, so let's go back. I will also gather all nations. So that's all these races, all these different nationalities, all these different races of people. And I will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. So that means they didn't get no fuck about us. They had slaves and shit. And they was like, hey, man, that's a prostitute right there. Hey, I'll sell you this little slave boy for your prostitute, you feel me? Or they have a little girl and be like, man, I need a drink, man. I need to get drunk, man. I got some wine, but I ain't got no, no money and nothing like that I could really trade in them. But I got this little slave girl right here you could have your way with, you feel me? Hook me up, you feel me? That's the type of shit they was on with us, you feel me? It say, because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly, pleasant things. Because they ran us out of Jerusalem and then took all the stuff and act like they owned it. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. Who are the Grecians? Who are the Grecians? Oh, y'all don't want to claim to be the Grecians now, the Greeks. Y'all want to claim that shit now? Y'all want to claim that shit now? Y'all want to claim to be the Romans now? Y'all don't want to be that now? It said, you have sold them into the Grecians that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of that place whither you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. So what's that say? He say, these places that we were sent to be slaves, he gonna bring us up out of that. And we gonna return the favor to you niggas on phone and grave, fam. And that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of this payback that they know that they eventually, fam, is gonna be time to pay that motherfucking bill, bro. Eventually, you're gonna have to pay that. You can keep on running from it, but eventually you're gonna have to pay the motherfucking bill, bro. And they know that shit, fam. Real shit. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. You feel me? Yeah, you gonna get that back what y'all did to us, you feel me? It say, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's World War III shit. Nigga, World War III, nigga, just know Armageddon. World War III is going to be Armageddon, bro. Real shit. It's going to be that final war. Real shit. And it's going to be the judgment of God coming. It say Egypt shall be a desolation. And they're really just talking about America, because Egypt was conquered a long time ago. Egypt was destroyed by the Lord a long time ago. They talking about America. It say Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. All right, we still on Esau ass. Esau, we on your ass, Esau. You red, hairy motherfuckers. You pale, red, hairy motherfuckers. We on your ass, Esau. It say, thus saith the Lord God, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. These motherfuckers have hated us forever since back in the times of Greece, back in the times of Rome, all that shit. They ran us out of Jerusalem. The Romans ran the Israelites out of Jerusalem, bro. They've always hated us. They've always had this beef towards us. When has it ever stopped? You feel me? 1492, nigga, 1500s come, they making us slaves, they doing all this shit to us, bro. They've always had this beef towards us. They've always been on our ass with the sword, fam. And what's the modern day sword? That's the gun. You feel me? The gun is modern day sword, and they came into all our places of inhabitation and shit like that, and they was motherfucking blowing us down and giving us their sicknesses at the same time, and taking us as slaves and colonizing our shit and putting their traditions and culture on us and rules on us and this and that. You can't have multiple wives, this and that. That's illegal. Like, just fucking up all our shit we had going on. You feel me? Like, real shit. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like a corn is sifted in the seed. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. In that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and I will close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. So we're saying basically Israel going to be on top, like how the Israelites are going to be on top like how they were in the time of King David and King Solomon. You feel me? It say that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen, because a heathen is a non-Israelite. Anybody that's not an Israelite is a heathen. That's what a heathen is in the Bible. You feel me? It say that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all of the heathen which are called by thy name, saith the Lord that doeth this. It say, and I will again bring the captivity of my people Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant the vineyards and drink the wine thereof, and they shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Because he was telling us originally we was going to do all those things, but we wasn't going to inhabit it, but we wasn't going to be able to drink the wine, but we wasn't going to be able to eat the fruit. We was going to do all that as slaves, but not be able to do it not be able to reap the reward. You feel me? Which that's what we was doing as slaves. And he said, and I will plant them upon their own land, and they shall no more be pulled up out their land, which I have given them, said the Lord. So he's saying next time we go back to Jerusalem, next time we go back to Israel, that'll be the last time. We will never be ran out of Jerusalem again. We'll never be ran out of Israel again. We're going to be home for good. You feel me? And that's that, folks. I just got on Edom ass for y'all ass. Now that is the origin of these people. They are the biblical Edomites, you feel me? And I know y'all hear Hebrew Israelites and all that shit all the time, but they're Hebrews too, low key. These pale people, these pale red people, they're Hebrews too. They're Hebrew Edomites. Real shit, bro. So that's our fucking twin evil fucking brother. That's the polar opposite of it, the exact opposite of us in every fucking way, damn near. You feel me? So now you got the fucking story. I broke it down for you. I broke it down for you using the Bible. It wasn't no weird shit talking about no Jacob creating shit in a lab or none of that shit. None of that Anunnaki shit, none of that shit, bro. This is broke down with pure history, fam, that even the Romans couldn't deny. Because if the Romans could deny this shit, fam, if the Grecians could deny this shit, if the Edomites could deny this shit, they would have hid this shit a long time ago. But instead, when they conquered Jerusalem and ran this out of Jerusalem, they picked up all this shit and accepted it as truth and used it their damn selves. You feel me? They didn't erase none of this shit. They knew, our own enemies knew that all this was the truth. But instead, what they tried to do was put their face on it. They tried to make everybody blue hair and blind eyes. They tried to make all the Israelites and the prophets and Christ, they tried to make him blue hair, blue eyes, brown, blonde hair. Man, I was saying some whole weird shit. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. Blue eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes. That's what they was making all the people. So now they try to say, oh, we the chosen people. We the holy people. And then the first people that was doing that, they knew it was a lie, but they didn't want us to be in power, you feel me? But then as time goes on, they going to have children that have children, and these children really going to grow up believing this shit. Oh, we are the chosen people. Oh, Christ had blonde hair, blue eyes, just like me. This and that, they going to grow up believing that shit, you feel me? Because they don't know the lies that was passed down through their generations and shit like that. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to break down them lies. I'm here to bring you the truth, you feel me? I'm here to bring you the truth of where these people originally came from, you feel me? So if you ain't get it after all that, go ahead and run the video back on Phone and Grade. But shout out to everybody. But these niggas gonna have to pay. These niggas gonna have to pay on Phone and Grade, fam. Shout out to my man Taekwon too, but yeah, though, man. I'm out, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. Make sure you hit that like button if you ain't hit that like button, so more people could go ahead and come get this truth one time for the one time for the one time for the one time for the one time. So hit that like button one time for the one time. If you don't, you already know what it is. You bogus as hell, and I'm out.